My Luna final project is on family. One challenge faced by families of transgenders are being accepted by their own family members. Most family members have a hard time accepting that their loved one is transgendered, let alone having their other family members accept that they have a family member that is transgendered. A mother, father, brother, or sister can see them as different and that they are ruining the family dynamic. They will lash out at them in a negative way. Sometimes it can be a verbal or to the extreme of physical violence. When it comes to the parents of a transgender child, the parents have a hard time finding the middle ground or acceptance. In Luna, her dad completely rejects the idea of Liam becoming Luna, but Luna's mom has known for years and in a way was a martyr in the situation. She helped Liam in some ways by encouraging him, but would never be the one to go against her husband. Throughout the book, the moments Liam expressed himself as Luna, he was punished for it. This became the normal behavior that both Liam and Reagan saw throughout their lives. The unexpected change of hearing a family member transitioning can take a toll on the whole family. To them, they may feel like they are losing that person. Both family members can be going through uncharted territories and may not know how to react to certain situations. Family of transgender individuals may feel like they are being left or excluded from the transition process, but because they don't know or feel comfortable with the things that are going on, the family might feel frustrated, angered, or upset. Liam's dad, Jack, did not know how to handle Luna's transition. From the beginning, when Liam started showing signs of his transition, his dad would shut down any notion of it. When Liam turned 9 years old, for his birthday, his wish was for a prom Barbie and a bra. During the entire party, Liam is hinting to his family of his transition. But out of his family, the only one that resonated with him was Reagan. Once he sees in Jack's mind how foolish Liam sounds, Jack takes matters into his own hands by taking Liam and talking to him. Thinking this has subsided any thoughts of his transition, years later, on Luna's 18th birthday, she comes out of her room dressed in full Luna getup, only to anger Jack. Jack at first thinks that this is a joke, but then realizes that this is no joke, and Luna is serious. He is filled with anger and rage. At one point, he seems like he is going to strike Luna, but instead tells her that if she leaves, she is no longer welcome in his house. From a young age, Patrice knew that Liam's desire to be a girl. She caught on from the moment that he tried to cut off his penis when they were in the kiddie pool with Miss Camacho's daughter, Katie. Patrice could not accept the fact that Liam was Luna from a young age, even when she caught him when he was 10 years old, dressed as Luna. For Patrice, this was a fine line between who Liam was and who he wanted to be. The more she kept it hidden from Jack, the better it was for their family dynamic to survive. It was better if no one knew what Liam's secret was. In a way, she would be the one to help him, yet harm him. She would help him with his transition, but would never admit to it. She wanted no part of it. Reagan knew from a young age that her brother was different. When they would fight over who would be mommy to Reagan's Samantha doll, to the time that Reagan had a slumber party that Liam was dying to be a part of, Reagan always accepted Liam for who he was. She put up with his midnight masquerades in her bedroom, where he could let loose and be Luna, even though that cost her sleep and sanity. But for Reagan, it was only okay during those hours of the night, and only if she knew it. Once Luna started coming out of the shadows, Reagan became uncomfortable in her own skin. Part of it was because she was protecting Luna. The other part was because she thought, what would others think of this freak of her brother? And how would she explain it? Reagan's accepted was okay between them. Anything beyond that put Reagan in a position where she hated Luna and hated herself. In the United States, the advancement of transgender awareness has grown more and more, year after year. There are people that fight for equality of trans individuals, and with the support of their families have been able to put forth a light on the issue that has been long overdue. Movement Advancement Project, or MAP, helps family members understand the struggles that they themselves go through with their transgender family member. They have different websites that help families understand the simplest things of how to learn the different lingos that are used by a transgender to how to cope with the transition that their family member is going through. They shine a light on why family acceptance is so important for them and how they can help them. According to the website, supportive parents report higher life satisfaction, higher self-esteem, and better mental health, including less depression and fewer suicide attempts than those without strong parental support. Mental health is a big concern in general with the American population, but add being transgender and the risk of mental health issues is greater. Most transgender individuals, without the support of their family, have a higher risk of mental health issues, including depression and above all suicide. When family members reject the transgender family member, the parent or family member may react in fear, sadness, or disgust. The behavior of family members can increase the risk of mental health problems because family members will use physical violence because of a child's identity, verbally harass their child, exclude them from family activities including birthdays and holiday events, block them from being around others who support them in their transition, or blame their child when the family is discriminated because they are being discriminated against for what their child is. Some families will make their child hide their secret and block them from expressing who they truly are. This type of behavior towards a trans child can mentally harm them. Support of a trans child goes a long way. Being open about the situation can help their child from any risky behaviors. Their acceptance of their transgender child can give them a higher self-esteem, are less likely to be depressed and use drugs or have suicidal thoughts. Going through the journey together can help them understand both their feelings about the situation. Family members who are a constant in the life of a transgender child can have a positive effect on them. Showing them that they are positive in their life can build inner strength for their child and help with the discrimination and rejection from others. When it comes to acceptance of a transgender, a family can be more accepting. The involvement that family holds when it comes to a transgender child will not only help family understand, but to teach. A mom, dad, a sibling, whoever they are, should learn that they are the child's advocate. They are the ones that need to defend the child and show everyone that they are no different from who they were before. As a family, these issues need to be addressed more and talked about more openly. The problem with most families is communication, and being able to express how they feel about the situation will allow for everyone else to understand. Will also help those family members who feel indifferent about the situation to help a voice and express their feelings. Transitions do not only affect the parents of a trans child, but it affects siblings, grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, etc. Communication is key for all parties involved. It does not matter what your race, religion, gender, sexual preferences. Mental health never discriminates. The need for mental health intervention is higher for transgender children, and as a family, these issues should be handled differently. The awareness needs to be greater. A family needs to understand that the issues are far deeper than those of a normal child. These issues need to be addressed in a more delicate situation. The support system that family holds for each other can put a fear aside for a transgender child. Finding others who have been through the situation will help with the understanding of what a transgender child goes through, as well as having them as a support system. Being with a transgender child every step of the way can increase their chances of living a happy, full life and being advocates for other transgender children.